Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. So I've had a lot of people ask me lately to do a blow dry video, and I don't blow dry my hair, but maybe once a month, if that. So I figured since my hair, I washed it yesterday afternoon. It is the following morning, which is why you'll see this shirt a couple of times. But it's actually quite cold out. It was 81 degrees yesterday, and it's in the 60s right now. So I figured I would go ahead and do maybe some waves in my hair, since I went ahead and brushed my hair out a little bit ago, and a lot of the wave kind of fell out when I was brushing it, which is fine by me. I don't really care. Hair's hair. But I'm going to go ahead and pull a section of my hair up, and then I'm going to be just throwing a curling iron on it haphazardly. And when I'm recording this, the video for my hair length update will be going up. It's uploading right now. So it should be going up within the next day or so on YouTube. And this is a really old curling iron. This is a Wonder One. I don't even know what the brand is. Helen of Troy. I've had this thing for 20 years. And I made sure that I left it on high for quite a while, because my hair has a tendency to kill curling irons. Because how thick it is. It can take the heat of a curling iron and kill it within a matter of minutes. This is a 2-inch barrel. It's funny, it's this side doesn't want to curl and do anything. This side did a little bit of a curl. The other side is just wants to flip up. That's a little better. Maybe my hair is just too soft right now. I did use a leave-in oil in my hair yesterday because it was feeling a little bit dry, so maybe it's just too soft. I find that when my hair is freshly washed, if I don't use conditioner, it will hold the curl a little bit better, and it takes a curl a little bit easier. But when I've got too much moisture in my hair, it seems to not want to do anything. I just wanted some sort of beachy wave kind of vibe. And on the tip of it. if you notice, I'm not doing them all the same direction. I'm kind of going one way and then the other. I'm just doing it haphazardly. Curls don't always have to be perfect, because if you look at somebody's hair that has curls, their hair isn't all the same. Now, if you wanted to, you could easily like spray your hair and go with it as it is. I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it do what it wants. I have a makeup look that I need to film here in just a little bit. And depending on how you wear your hair, if you flip it one side or the other, it's going to look different every which way that you flip it. And I did that on purpose. Even if you wear your hair in a center part, and granted this section here wants to all go forward, and you can pick your curls out separate so that they're not all like bunched up together. And just by running your fingers through it and separating out each of the curls, you get a little bit different movement in each of the different curls. Except for this bunch right here that wants to all be friends. So if you want to like separate that out and make something different, just pull one section of the hair and curl it separate from what was already curled. If you can actually get your curling iron to hang on to it. And in that way, it won't like mesh in with all the other curls. It'll be separate. I just wanted a little bit of movement to my hair besides, you know, what I naturally have. So right here on my hair, it wants to like not give me any movement. So I'm going to go ahead and twist my hair. And now it looks a little bit different. Sometimes like just pulling one section and curling it a different direction can do a little bit of a difference to your hair or get it to bump just a little bit of the opposite direction. But all in all, it just depends on what type of hair that you have and how you curl it and how long you hold it. I usually hold it for like the count of like 10 or 15 if you're counting. And then I release it. And then if you let it, like some people, they'll take the curl and they'll pin it up so that as it cools, it stays kind of in that same shape. It's like a curling iron method of pin curls. So basically, if I was to take this curl here and grab it as it's coming out of the curling iron and keep it in that shape and then pin it back up here, and as it cools, it'll hold a different shape, or the shape will be a little bit different than it was if I just release it on its own. So hopefully this is helpful to somebody. I know people request me to do these kinds of things all the time, and I don't really do much with my hair. As it's growing out, it'll do what it wants. And I just kind of grab up random chunks of hair and curl it. So it's different for everybody depending on what your hair type is, your hair texture, what you're looking for curl-wise. How big the barrel of the curling iron is also makes an impact on the type of curl that you're going to get, whether it's going to be really loose or really tight. The tighter you curl your hair, they say it's supposed to hold the curl better, but that's not always accurate. It just means that you get a tighter curl that you can then maneuver and get it to, you can work with it a little bit more and shape it the way that you want to. You can also stretch a curl out after you've curled it with a smaller curling iron, and it's a little bit more forgiving. And as the hair relaxes, it will like progressively loosen the curl. So if you start off with really big curls, then you're going to end up with more wave at the end of your like projected look versus a real tight knit curl. And that would give, you know, if you do like a tight knit curl, it'll give you more of a base for your hair look. And also twisting the hair, because the hair is like twisted, it curls differently. It'll also hold the curl a little bit differently. And the camera will die while you're in the middle of a sentence. So I'm going to have to drop that curl. After it was done, it's still kind of hot. But anyways, hopefully this is helpful to somebody. And, you know, I don't put product in my hair unless it's like a leave-in, like oil or something like that. But this is just some like texture to my hair, just some waves that's a little bit different than my natural wave. And, you know, and the heat also like, it seems to want to close the cuticle down over the hair shaft and makes it appear shiny. And it smooths it out, so any little bits of frizz that I used to have like before I started, it smooths those as well. So sometimes people would just run a curling iron over their hair. Some people actually use a curling iron just to kind of smooth over the tops of their hair, just to give it a more like finished look so that it's more smooth. I don't really care about any of that. I mean, if I was in the salon, yes, but I'm just going to be editing and stuff like that today, so it's not like it's a big deal to me. But you can really just do whatever you want when it comes to like curling your hair. Oops, probably the wrong way. And however you hold the curling iron, the direction that you put it on the barrel, whether it's front facing or rear facing, all of those things take, you know, if you take those into consideration, the curl's going to look a little bit different, but it's really all up to personal preference, and I didn't leave that in there. But I've got a lot of hair. So anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something from this. Like I said, I've got a makeup look I need to film. And hair's just, you know, it's fun to play with. So there's that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it's hair. But anyways, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a fabulous day wherever you are. Unless it's night. And then good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye.